Praise be to Jesus. Good morning, friends. Blessed Mother Elishwa Vagayil. She was born on 15th of October 1831 and died on 18th of July 1913. Blessed Mother Elishwa Vagayil, the first woman religious of Kerala, was beatified on November 8, 2025 at Vallarpadam. Beatification service was led by the papal delegate Sebastian Cardinal Francis, Bishop of Penang of Malaysia. The grief of three priests of Vicariate of Varapura. Malpan Thomas Palekal was a rector and professor at Padipura Seminary. Father Thomas Barugara, an intimate friend of Malpan Palekal, was secretary to Bishop Aurelius Stabilini of Varapura. Father Pascal Bailon de Jesu of Anyutikar community was the chancellor. The three fathers, Palekal, Purukara and Pascal, shared a grief that there was no Tapassu Bhavanam, religious house in Malayalam, even for the priests. Bishop Stabilini's approval. When the three fathers brought the matter to Bishop Stabilini, he rejoiced and encouraged the fathers to do whatever is needed to establish a Tapassu Bhavanam, religious house. He gave them a letter asking the people to contribute to the cause. St. St.Chavara, on the starting of the convent at Kunamau. People in Malabar had received faith from ancient times, but there was no monastery or convent for men or women. Men could become priests and thus celibates, but women had no option but to get married. Site for the convent re-allotted for seminary. In 1831, Palekar Thomavalpan took the initiative to establish a monastery at Mananam. In 1855, by the favor of Archbishop Bernardine, religious life was formally approved for the members of the monastery at Mananam. Monasteries were founded at Kunammav, Vazhakudam and Ilthuruth. In 1860, foundation was laid for a convent at Puttanpalli. Later, a seminary was established there. In the words of St. St.Chavara, an intention for which we have been praying for long and has not been fulfilled, founding of a convent for women, seems that God would make it happen these days. In 1865, one day at Kunammav, Father Leopold, missionary, wanted me to go with him for an evening walk. He showed me an old house and a plot of land. A widow and her daughter were living there, and both wanted to live a life of prayer, penance, and commitment to God. They would leave their home and live in a house like that of a convent, and teach young women good manners and virtues and handicrafts. Is it a good proposal? Father Prayer agreed and promised all possible help. That was the idea of a convent being founded, which welled up in the hearts of these priests. Elishwa Vagayil, a widow of Kunamau, inspired to lead a life of renunciation. Elishwa was born as the first of 8 children of Thomman and Tanda in the noble family of Vaipisheri Kapitan in the Cruz Milagres parish of Ochanthurutha in the Vicariate of Varapura, Kerala, India, on 15th of October 1831. For from her childhood itself, Elishwa showed a keen interest in prayer and sacrifices. Her devotion to Jesus in the Eucharist and the Blessed Sacrament and to the Blessed Virgin Mary were exemplary. Widowed, According to her parents' wishes, Elishwa married Wataru Wakail in 1847. A girl child was born to them on April 21, 1850, and she was named Anna. After 1.5 years since Anna's birth, Wataru suddenly fell ill and died. Even though the relatives proposed Elishwa for a second marriage, she desisted. She wanted to lead a life of prayer, silence, and services. Father Leopoldo Beccaro proceeded the spiritual guide. One forenoon in 1862, Elishwa conveyed her desire to consecrate her life to God to Reverend Father Leopold. Advising the aspirant, Reverend Father Leopold sent her back but remained observant, waiting patiently for confirmation of her inspiration. The period of trial and test lasted for years, and in the meantime, her sister Tercia and daughter Anna, influenced by her, they also had the desire to join her pursuit. Bishop's approval. Father Leopold raised the matter of the three aspirants eagerly longing to embrace religious life to Bishop of Varapalai, Archbishop Bernardine. The bishop, quite pleased with the information and quite happy to accept them, asked the father to construct a small bamboo mat hut with 3 rooms, prayer room, kitchen and refectory on Elishwa's property. His Excellency provided constitutional guidance for their training, which he himself acquired from the Carmelite sisters in Genoa. St.Chavara on making the bamboo mat convent. Leopold Muppachan called Mr. Thomas Thumman, paternal uncle of Anna, and discussed with him the property issue. Father Leopold agreed to clear the debts on the property. Father Leopold asked Mr. Thumman to start making a house for Anna and her mother. Someone who received some money as restitution donated ₹10 to Father Prayer. From another source he received ₹8. With this ₹18, the work for the bamboo convent started. With the complete trust in the providence of God, Father Chavara and others proceeded with the construction of the new convent. Donations received for making the convent. Archbishop had ordered a meeting of the moneylenders to review whether their interest rates were exorbitant. After the meeting, Elanical Matai of Alapi donated ₹25, Mariakel of Narakel donated ₹15, Chetil Puthanpurakel brothers donated ₹300. The money thus collected from different sources were used for the construction of the first convent. Convent in the making. St.Chavara writes in his chronicle, on Tuesday, 30th of February 1866, morning 5 o'clock, Father Prayer and Father Leopold arranged everything needed for the convent. Temporarily, they took from the novitiate of the monastery bells, beads, foils, scissors, wire, needles, thread, ink pot, plates, saucers, spoons, etc. Holding the convent. The 3 women were officially received into the Carmelite order on Tuesday, 13th of February 1866 by Father Leopold, who was delegated by the bishop to vest them with the Carmelite scapular. And this was the founding of the first convent of the present communities of CTC and CMC. The 3 members of Wakail family, Elishwa, Anna and Tercia. These were the first 3 members. The first 4, Elishwa Puthanangadi of Vaikam, guided by Father Kuriakos Elias Chavara, prior of UOCD men's congregation, had come to join the convent on Tuesday, 13th of February. Since Father Leopold had not interviewed her, he insisted her to wait for another day, and she was accepted only on 14th. The church in Kerala suffered severely from the beginning of the 16th century. Padurvada jurisdiction is an extension of Portuguese imperialism to the ecclesiastical realm. Synod of Udayambero, Covenant Cross Oath, popular resistance, Rocco schism, Melu schism for Syrian bishops. In the midst of these calamities, blessings too were sent, coming of the Carmelite missionaries, Vicariate of Parapara, created for both Syrians and Latins, monastery at Mananam, monastery at Gunamav for Latins. Later members from Mananam were brought in. All these events made the church in Kerala fruitful. TOCD for men from 1855, TOCD for women from July 16, 1868. Painful decisions. 1887, when the Syrian Rites Church was separated from the Latin hierarchy, the monastery where St.Chavara and others lived was handed over to the Latins. The Syrians painfully departed, carrying the relics of their founder. The convent at Gunamav was brought under the Vicariate of Trichu. It was a painful experience for Father Elishwa and members to leave their home. So these were painful experiences. St.Chavara. St.Chavara. The letters written by St.Chavara to the Sisters of St. Teresa's Convent, Gunamav, and his chronicles are proof of his role in building up the spiritual life of Mother Elishwa and other sisters. In the beatification ceremonies, St. Chavara was conspicuously ignored, which would pain Mother Elishwa. May the loving Lord fill us with love for one another. May the intercession of Mother Elishwa be with us. Amen.